can you just speak to the whole idea is for any medicinal substance, whether it be a plant or really anything, an
Or
animal,
food, or working
elements,
out, anything.
nature, working out, any state changer, anything, a person,
Hmm.
um, is really to show us a firsthand experience, the gnosis with a G, what it's like, that pathway. It's to kind of clear with a machete all of the brush to make a path for us to see, now we can experience what just pure letting it go and being a silly kid feels like, and having no responsibility if that's what your intention was, or I just
Hmm.
need to relax, I had the day from hell, and
Hmm.
I can't sleep or whatever. So we go in, Ryan, with this intention, right? We're very clear, like, I've had the day from hell, I need to relax, need to have some cannabis, right?
Yeah.
So how do we then kind of, though, extrapolate that to not have to use the substance as the catalyst to get that
Hmm.
again?
Yeah. So great question. So the way in which I would go about that, and again, my way is not necessarily the right way, the only way, but this is the way that I would do it, is in that scenario, if I'm really feeling stressed out, right, and I'm feeling the call to the plant, what I would do to ensure that I'm using it as a medicine and teacher, because that's what's important for me, is I would sit with the plant and go, cannabis, I'm having challenge relaxing, and I'm looking to find ways in which I can relax that I don't need to necessarily have you in my life to do so. And so then the plant will just start giving you images, colors, who knows what might come through, right? Everyone's is different. But at the end of the day, one of the best things that cannabis does, and this is one of the ways that I teach understanding how cannabis works, is it invokes imagination. And just like you were saying with children, right? I'm not a religious person, but in the Bible, it states that if you want to enter the kingdom of heaven, you must first enter the mind of a child. And so, what is the mind of a child? It's imagination. It's not
Beginner's
knowing anything.
mind. Yep.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's curiosity. And cannabis can invoke those states. And it's from imagination that we can first imagine a new reality for us. Imagine a reality that we can relax without cannabis. Imagine a reality that we work a job we love. Imagine a reality where we have solid, great community that we can share experiences with. And then from there, from imagination, and then we can start creating new belief structures. Maybe like going from, maybe I am someone who could do what I love, to actually going to, I am someone who can do what they love for work. And then I am doing what I love for work, right? So it's this process, right, of creating new belief structures, because when you're interacting with cannabis, and a lot of plant medicines work this way, but cannabis specifically enters us from beta, which is like our, waking state brainwaves, into alpha and theta waves, which is the doorway to the subconscious. And the subconscious is really our body. It's where all of our belief systems are held, all of our programs and patterns. And so as we move into that subconscious, it's much easier to override programs that might have been there since we were 4 years old, right? And so once we're able to create these new belief structures, we're able to then have those belief structures create a new experience of life. Because again, think about this scenario. Two people looking at a rainy day in Boston, right? And one person is like, man, this sucks. The sun's not out. This is going to be the worst day ever. And that's what they believe. So therefore, their day is going to suck and it's going to be the worst day ever. Whereas another person believes, hey, I like dancing in the rain. You know what? I'm going to have a party anyway. If they were hosting a party that day, I'm going to do it anyway. And so then they start believing that no matter what the weather is, all I have to do is feel good and I'm going to have a great day, right? And so then that belief structure starts creating a new experience of life. And so this is one of the main ways that people can learn with the plant how to relax, let's say, for instance, without the plant. Use it as a teacher, the same way that you would go to your mentor and go, hey, I'm having this problem with my podcast, how do I fix this, right? And then they tell you, and then your job is to go integrate it and learn how to do that system, so then you don't have that problem anymore, right? And so we can interact with these ancient teachers the same way. Most people just have no idea cannabis can work this way, because it's the most misunderstood plant medicine. Most people know it as like this silly thing, that the lazy stoner archetype. And it's funny because people wrongly assume that's the plant. Let me tell you this. Cannabis doesn't make you anything. You make you what you are. So cannabis doesn't make you lazy. You made you lazy. Cannabis doesn't make you dependent on it. You made you dependent on it, right? And it sounds harsh, but at the same time, that's taking back your power. Because once you realize that anything in your life is your own doing, well, guess what? If it's your doing, you can undo it. And what a sense of power that is. So I say always, it stings for about 5 minutes to take ownership over your life. And then on the other side is a world of possibility.